Hey, this is Mark Moore, aka Tuxedo Mark, at various places on the internet. It's 7:33 p.m. according to a computer clock on Saturday, September 14, 2013. And I'd recently gone back from the latest CGA show. It stands for Comics, Gaming, Anime. It's like a local con that shows up here twice per year. And this is my fifth one. The first one that I attended was in October of 2011. So, anyway, I'm going to be talking about my experiences at this con and also at the previous one that I attended in April, since I really didn't make a vlog about that one. Okay, first of all, I was scheduled to host an Archie Comics panel. I was just going to talk about Archie Comics and stuff like that. Last time I hosted a Castlevania panel, I ended up having only 4 audience members for that, but you know, it was something. And last time I outlined everything. I printed out an outline of topics to cover, and I also was trying to make a DVD-R of various footage to show off. But I kept having problems with making the disc, and it was taking too long, so I had given up on it in order to arrive at 10 a.m. For the sign-in and to go in and stuff like that. Now, last time apparently it took a while for them to figure out what they were doing, so showing up early really meant nothing because it took a while for us to be able to go anywhere. And then I think we just went into the entertainment room and we watched like foam sword fighting or something like that. So this time I was having problems again making a DVD of stuff for the Archie Comics panel. It was just gonna be footage, like various clips of stuff from the various Archie cartoons, the Josie movie, the Sabrina series, stuff like that. So I got that done, and I arrived shortly after 11 a.m., so I was a little over an hour late, so I missed, where is it? Let me find the schedule. I picked up the paper schedule in the lobby at the show today. I missed the opening ceremonies in the entertainment room. Whatever that is, I have no idea. So when I arrived at shortly after 11 a.m., there was this band called SS Hanami that was playing in the entertainment room. They were okay, I guess. Not really my thing. I really couldn't understand what they were singing, if they were even singing in English or Japanese, I'm not sure. But the music was way too loud. Now, from 12 to 2 in the entertainment room, there was the Otaku Army's dating game. The Otaku Army is like it's like an anime membership organization type thing that they organize stuff at various cons, just around Florida, I think. Now, this anime dating game, it's like the dating game, the old game show, but yeah. Now, it's kind of fun. I enjoyed watching it. I even participated once. It's usually an hour long. This time it was 2 hours, from 12 to 2. Wow, that's... yeah, okay. I dropped in on it. I was mostly hanging out in the panel room because from 12 to 1 there was Pika Bell's Pokemon discussion. A Pokemon collector. She's really into collecting Pokemon. Sorry, I'm getting sweat in my eye. Anyway, I turned out to be her only audience member at first. And then like 2 other people showed up. But so we talked casually about Pokemon as well as some other anime. She asked me if I was getting Pokemon X and Y. I said probably because I want to get a 2DS. But yeah, so she said she usually works at cons where, she's got people lined up, like, 200 people waiting for her panels, like, lined up around the corner. So this was different for her. Yeah. She's guessing that that CGA show is kind of like, it's not a place where people go to panels. And I did notice that. Both last time I attended 2 different panels belonging to writers. One of them was William Hatfield. His panel was directly after my Castlevania panel. He had more people than I did overall, but we just sat around a table. And then Chris Berman. These are both Florida-based writers. I never heard of either of them, but for Chris Berman, I was his only guest. And this time, Pika Bell got only 3 people at her discussion, which one of them was me. And then my panel, the Archie Comics panel, was at 1 p.m. and no one showed up. Now, the panels were being held in a regular panel room that's always been used, except for last time. Last time they had moved it to some room down the corridor from the lobby. Whereas the panel rooms that's usually used is just next to the dealer room. You get into it from the dealer room. And that's what's usually been used with the exception of April's show. And there's a list of the panels outside the doors. So it's not like people didn't know that there would be panels, because in fact I saw people stopping by to read the signs. It's just that I guess no one was interested in Archie Comics. After that, the Otaku Army came over to the panel room. By the way, I stayed at my panel for only about 20 minutes to a half hour. Then I put my stuff back in my car. So, like this DVD-R was pointless for me to make, and not only because no one showed up, but also because they weren't able to get a TV with the DVD player in there. This outline that I came up with, that I printed out this morning, that was pointless. And I packed this bag of comics, just various Archie things. So I had gotten this out of my car shortly before my panel was to start. And after about 20 minutes to a half hour, I kind of gave up and I went back to my car and put it back. But the Otaku Army came in in the panel room at 2 o'clock, and they got plenty of people for ABCs of anime. Alright. At 3 p.m. in the entertainment room, by the way, 2 p.m. in the entertainment room was the setup for the next event. 3 p.m. was Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog. I'm guessing it's kind of like Rocky Horror Picture Show, I guess. They've held it at previous CGA shows, but I've never really attended. I caught the end of it, but I'll get to that. So at 3 p.m. in the panel room after the ABCs of Anime trivia game, which by the way I I won the first round of that, but they had forgotten the bag of prizes in the car. When they finally got that, she had offered me like some kind of light up wand or something, or she's like, or if you want video game, and she let me look through the other bag that had some assorted video games in it, mostly for the Wii and I don't know, Xbox, I think. I'm not sure. I don't know neither. But even for systems that did own, I think there was like a Terminator game in there. I'm not sure, but there was nothing that I ended up wanting, and I didn't get a prize. Anyway, after that, at 3 p.m. while Dr. Horrible was going on in the entertainment room, in the panel room was the costume prejudging. It's the prejudging for the costume contest, where each person has to come up, describe who they are, how they made their costume. They get a number for the order to go in line for the costume contest. The panel room was closed at 4 p.m. with the instruction, go to a costume contest, silly, on the sign out front. So that's it. That was in the entertainment room at 4, the costume contest. And I caught the end of Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog where they decided to sing the Pokemon theme and a guy played it on a ukulele. It's kind of funny. And they're like, does anyone know the Pokemon theme? And they were like, yeah! And one person was like, who doesn't? They still managed to screw up the lyrics a bit. Yeah, like after Pokemon, they immediately went to Gotta Catch Them All. Wrong. 5 p.m. was the dance setup, so I went back over to the panel room, and the Otaku Army hosted Ultimate Hangman. It's all with the clues were all anime characters that had died. At 6 p.m. from 6 to 8, which means it's still technically going on as I'm recording this, was Dancey Dance. It's basically a rave. They turn the lights down low and they have like strobing lights and they play music, and anyone can just dance or whatever. I stuck around for like the first 15 and 20 minutes of that, and then I headed out. But yeah, it's still technically going, I suppose. But yeah, that's that. So, CGA show, it's a fun thing. I enjoy it. But at the same time, please just realize, I mean, if any of you like actually was interested in attending it, it's not like a full con. It's more like a taste of a con for some, rural area that doesn't really have organized geek culture. But yeah, people came in costumes, and I even bought some stuff which I'll show in the next video, because I'm going to cut this one short because I don't know if I'm allowed to exceed the 15-minute limit again yet. So, it's 7:47 p.m. and that's it. But stay tuned for the next video, which I'm going to show off the stuff that I got. So thanks for watching.